They were Britain's last line of defense against U-boat wolf packs and the Kriegsmarine's might. Across vast oceans, they kept the lifeline secure. This is the complete catalog of British sea power. The Royal Navy, the senior service, stood ready. From destroyer bridges to carrier decks, a global hunt, a relentless pursuit. We begin with the battle cruisers, pre-war giants. HMS Hood, the mighty Hood, was queen, pride of the Royal Navy for 2 decades. Fast, heavily armed, a symbol of power. Her tragic end, however, was swift and brutal. She exploded while fighting the Bismarck. A single shell found her magazine. Breaking the heart of the Empire in an instant, a legend lost, a nation mourned. Gems Repulse, the Sprinter, was next. A fast battle cruiser, hunting German raiders. Sunk alongside Prince of Wales in a new kind of war. Japanese bombers signaled the end of big guns. HMS Renown, the survivor, her sister ship, served in every theater, a true veteran. From Atlantic hunts to shelling in the Indian Ocean, she defied all odds, a testament to resilience. Next, the early aircraft carriers emerged, pioneers and ingenious conversions. These flat tops changed naval warfare forever, a desperate experiment that reshaped the seas. HMS Eagle, the converter, started differently. Originally a battleship bought from Chile, it's transformed into a vital aircraft carrier, torpedoed by a U-boat in the Mediterranean. HMS Hermes, the pioneer, a true first. The world's first ship designed as a carrier. Small, with few planes, but revolutionary, eventually sunk by Japanese dive bombers. HMS Furious, the hybrid, a bizarre creation. A WWI battlecruiser converted into a carrier, delivering vital aircraft to Malta's siege. Later, a training ship for new eager pilots. HMS Glorias, the tragedy, a shocking loss, by German battleships Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. During the chaotic evacuation of Norway, rare instance of carriers lost in naval gunfire, HMS Courageous, the first loss of the war, sunk by a U-boat in the opening weeks. Her loss forced a crucial Royal Navy decision. Carriers withdrew from anti-submarine patrols. Now, the Monitors, specialized ships, coastal bombardment vessels, heavy hitters, designed for unique shoreline missions, bringing immense firepower where needed most. HMS Erebus, the Monitor, a shallow draft marvel, carrying massive 15-inch guns with devastating effect, not fast, but provided critical shore bombardment. Her guns roared on D-Day, supporting the landings. HMS Roberts, the heavy hitter, an improved design, supported Allied landings in North Africa and Sicily, provided crucial heavy artillery support. Her thunder echoed across Normandy's beaches. Before battleships, a quick naval history note. If you enjoy, like and subscribe to Wardex, supporting deep dives into maritime past. Now the true titans, the battleships. HMS Warspite, the grand old lady, a legend, a Queen Elizabeth-class veteran, scarred but unbroken, survived heavy damage at Jutland Narvik, Salerno, the ship that famously refused to die. Explore him the explosive end, a grim sight. Another Queen Elizabeth-class battleship, sunk by a U-boat in the Mediterranean's depths. A massive magazine explosion captured on film. HMS Valiant, the Italian victim, faced cunning foes, served with warspite in vital theaters, severely damaged by Italian frogmen. Mines planted in Alexandria Harbor, a daring attack. HMS Malaya, the gift from afar. Funded by the Federated Malay States, escorted convoys, a guardian of supply lines. Provided heavy gunfire throughout the Mediterranean. HMS Royal Oak, the harbor tragedy, a deep shock, revenge-class battleship, sunk at anchor. Inside, Scapa Flow by a German U-boat. Changed British harbor defenses forever. HMS Ramillies, the convoy guard, old but steadfast. Slow, but her presence deterred raiders. German surface threats avoided her gaze. protected vital merchant convoys throughout the war. HMS Resolution, the distinct silhouette known, recognized for her unique single funnel, fought the Vichy French at Dakar, later served in the vast Indian Ocean. HMS Revenge, the namesake, lead of her class, though considered obsolete, she served. Bombarded Cherbourg during France's liberation. Proud ship, fulfilling her duty to the end. HMS Nelson, the cherry tree, truly unique. All three main turrets mounted forward, a bold design. War torpedoed, mined, and bombed, yet she endured. Survived to witness the Japanese surrender. HMS Rodney, the brawler, Nelson's sister, famous for her legendary confrontation, closed range on the Bismarck, smashing her foe. German flagship decimated by her 16-inch guns, Hum's King George V, the modern standard set. Armed with 14-inch guns and distinctive quad turrets, led the mighty home fleet with resolve. Instrumental in the Bismarck's final destruction, HMS Prince of Wales, the short life sadly, fought the Bismarck while still brand new, carrying civilian workers into battle. Later sunk by air attack in the South China Sea, HMS Duke of York, the night fighter, a new era. Used radar-guided gunnery, a technological edge. Stalked and sank the German battle cruiser Scharnhorst. In freezing darkness off the North Cape, HMS Howe, the Pacific latecomer, arrived. A King George V class ship joining the fleet provided cover for raids on Japanese islands, powerful addition to the far-flung war. HMS Anson, the upgrader, constantly refined. Spent much of the war in constant refits, proving electronics and anti-aircraft guns to counter the relentless, evolving threats. HMS Vanguard, the last battleship ever built. Lessons of war incorporated with WWI guns. The ultimate evolution of British naval engineering arrived just after the war's conclusion. Now, the modern aircraft carriers emerge. Giants of the sky, dominating the seas, transforming naval power once more, bringing air power to every distant theater. HMS Ark Royal, the hunter most famous of all, her outdated swordfish biplanes, against odds, crippled the Bismarck in the vast Atlantic, a testament to skill over sheer force. HMS Illustrious, the armored box, a marvel. Unlike American carriers, a steel flight deck allowed her to survive direct bomb hits. In the brutal crucible of the Mediterranean, HMS Victorious, the loner, a unique alliance. Served with the U.S. Navy in the Pacific, under the codename Robin when carriers were few. A crucial transatlantic partnership at sea. Hum's formidable, the kamikaze survivor, proved resilient, took a direct hit on her armored deck, swept wreckage into the sea, resuming operations. Flight deck reopened in mere hours, incredible. HMS Indomitable, the middle ground between designs built with a slightly thinner armored deck, carried more aircraft, balancing protection, served extensively in the invasion of Sicily. HMS Implacable, the fast carrier, designed for distance, built for the vast, demanding Pacific theater. High speed and a larger air group to keep pace with American fleets, a powerful force. Colossus class, the light fleet, built for numbers, constructed quickly to increase carrier availability. Smaller, cheaper, but vital air power. Crucial in the final stages of the global conflict. HMS Archer, the escort, a repurposed vessel, a converted merchant hull, fitted with a flight deck. These small carriers closed the Atlantic air gap, hunting menacing U-boats with vital air support, moving to the cruiser's eyes of the fleet, scouts, protectors, and fierce combatants. Versatile ships for a myriad of tasks, providing critical intelligence and firepower. HMS Exeter, the Giant Slayer, a heavy cruiser, armed with powerful 8-inch guns, famously stood toe-to-toe with Graf Spee at the legendary Battle of the River Plate. HMS Norfolk, The Shadow, a county-class cruiser, tracked the Bismarck through Denmark Strait, using early radar, guiding the fleet to target. A silent, vital hunter in the frozen north, HMS Dorsetshire, the executioner, delivered the final blow. The heavy cruiser that fired the last torpedoes sent the mighty Bismarck to the ocean floor. A decisive moment in naval history. HMS Belfast, the fortress, still stands today. A town-class light cruiser, preserved in London, fired some of the first shots on D-Day, a living monument to a powerful legacy. HMS Sheffield, the shiny chef, famous for a blunder, mistaken identity, attacked by Ark Royal's planes. During the frantic Bismarck chase, a close call, thankfully she escaped without damage. HMS Ajax, the tactician, a Leander-class light cruiser, led the attack against the Graf Spee, using speed and maneuverability, harassing the larger ship, a strategic masterclass in naval combat. HMS Achilles, the Kiwi, crewed by many, largely New Zealanders, a Commonwealth effort, fought alongside Ajax at the River Plate, striking a powerful blow for the Commonwealth nations. HMS Dido, the Sky Sweeper, specialized defense, an anti-aircraft cruiser armed with 10 5.25-inch guns, designed to protect the fleet from aerial assault, a vital guardian against relentless air attacks. Finally, the destroyers, escorts, and submarines, the unsung heroes, the constant warriors, fighting in every ocean, above and below. Crucial for victory in the brutal war at sea. Tribal-class destroyer, the Fighter, a bold design, designed with heavy guns, not just torpedoes. Elite destroyers, fighting furiously everywhere, from icy Norway to the sun-drenched Mediterranean. Hum's Campbelltown, the battering ram, a sacrifice. A U.S. destroyer given to Britain, repurposed, filled with explosives, rammed into St. Nazaire dry dock. A legendary commando raid, an ultimate daring act. Battle-class destroyer, the latecomer, powerful, large, potent destroyers for modern threats, designed with massive anti-aircraft weaponry, perfectly suited for the intense Pacific War. Flower-class corvette, the Shepherd, small but vital. Based on a whaling ship, humble origins, small, slow, and wet in rough seas. Yet, these little ships bore the brunt of U-boat war. Black Swan sloop, the elite hunter, specialized. Anti-submarine vessels, faster and better armed, superior to corvettes in every way. Recorded the highest kill rates against U-boats. T-class submarine, the Silencer, the workhorse, mainstay of the British submarine service, devastated Axis supply lines with stealth, operating deep in the Mediterranean strategic waters. X-Craft, the tiny submarines, incredibly daring, towed to their targets, a covert operation. Famously infiltrated a Norwegian fjord, placed mines under the German battleship Tirpitz. The Royal Navy, a force of unparalleled strength. Each ship, a chapter in a grand saga. From the thunder of big guns to silent subattacks, testament to ingenuity, bravery, and sacrifice. They faced the lurking danger of U-boats in the freezing, treacherous Atlantic, protecting vital convoys, lifeline of the nation. A relentless, unseen battle fought daily. German surface raiders, a constant threat, hunted across vast open oceans. The Royal Navy's global reach was tested, ensuring no enemy ship could roam freely. The open bridges of destroyers exposed to elements, armaments and crew braved every storm. Armored decks of carriers, absorbing enemy blows. Resilience forged in the fires of conflict. The evolution of naval warfare ever-changing, from battleships to air-power dominance. Each class of ship, a response to new threats. A dynamic force, adapting to survive and conquer. The pride of the Royal Navy, HMS Hood. Her loss, a stark reminder of war's cost, but her legacy, an enduring symbol of courage. inspiring those who continued the fight. The big gun era fading into history, placed by the lethal reach of naval aviation. Carriers, the new queens of the ocean, projecting power across vast distances. Specialized coastal bombardment ships, vital for landings, pounding enemy defenses, clearing the way. Monitors, with their massive guns, indispensable. Key to amphibious assaults on enemy shores. Battleships, the grand old ladies and modern giants, their stories etched in steel and blood. Survivors of heavy damage, legends of the sea, each a testament to endurance and firepower. The Bismarck chase, a thrilling saga of pursuit. British ships converging from all directions. The ultimate demonstration of naval coordination, bringing down a formidable enemy with teamwork. The King George V class, a symbol of modernity. Their distinctive quad turrets, a unique sight, leading the home fleet defending vital waters. A powerful force, holding the line against tyranny. The tragedy of the Prince of Wales, a harsh lesson. The vulnerability of even new giants to air power, turning point in how naval battles were fought, highlighting the growing dominance of aircraft. Radar-guided gunnery, a technological leap, transforming night into day for naval combat. The Duke of York's triumph at North Cape, a precise strike in the freezing dark Arctic. Armored flight decks, a British innovation, protecting carriers from devastating bomb hits, allowing them to absorb damage and fight on. A crucial advantage in the brutal Pacific War. Kamikaze attacks, a terrifying new threat. Formidable's resilience, an inspiring example. Sweeping wreckage, resuming operations swiftly, a testament to robust design and crew spirit. Light fleet carriers, increasing air power. Colossus class, providing vital support. Smaller, faster, and numerous, they swarmed. A flexible force for the global conflict. Escort carriers, closing the Atlantic air gap. Archer and her sisters, hunting U-boats. Protecting convoys from unseen predators. A relentless, critical battle for survival. Cruisers, the versatile eyes and fists of the fleet, from giant slaying to fortress-like bombardments. Sheffield's mistaken identity, a moment of tension, but ultimately a symbol of fierce determination. Destroyers, the workhorses, everywhere at once. Tribal class, fighting fiercely in every theater. Campbelltown's sacrifice, a legendary act of bravery, embodying the daring spirit of the Royal Navy. Corvettes and sloops, the backbone of anti-submarine war. Flower class, bearing the brunt of the U-boat menace. Black Swan sloops, elite hunters, high kill rates. The tireless guardians of the vital convoy routes. Submarines, the silent, deadly hunters. T-class, devastating Axis supply lines. X-craft, audacious midget subs, infiltrating deep, or crippling enemy giants in daring covert operations. From the tragedy of the Hood to Atlantic convoy victories, the Royal Navy stood as an unbreakable shield. Their courage and sacrifice forever remembered. This was the force that truly ruled the waves.